And we're live, and I'm just about to send a link to Jonathan so he can, if he wants to. Although I'll click the. Okay, this is the test. If he wants to click on it as well, just in case there's a balls up, he could like put the answers in himself as well. So this is going to be Dario's website.
Oh yeah, I think I've done this one.
Yeah, 8 Keys to Self-Leadership, and this is a very good book. Victor likes the definition of NI in this book. So this is the book. So, for instance, I will show people the website and what happens when you go there. There it is. Right. So when you go to the website, folks, you get this, and you can see there, 8 Keys to Self-Leadership. Buy it. There you go. So we go main page, and then people can do this test themselves, and then explore. Right there.
Okay.
So we have 48 questions and less than an hour. So you let me know which one you want to click.
Okay. Really follow your gut instincts and exciting physical impulses as they come up. Somewhat me. I'll say somewhat me. I think you'll find I'll be saying somewhat me a lot.
That's fine.
I usually pick them up in these tests. But okay, offers various unrelated ideas and see what potential they may suggest. That says more any.
Oh yes, I talked to Dario about this, about unrelated, and any types will say they're not unrelated. There's a relation, and Dario says yes, but everybody else says unrelated.
Yeah, I'll do this sometimes, but I'll say Watomi actually. Watomi.
Okay.
Usually I keep ideas to myself.
Okay.
Determine success by measurement or other objective measurements such as time taken. Somewhat me, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's a question about TE.
Yeah, I'll be bothered by that sometimes, but there's a few measurements of success. Feel inclined to be responsible for and take care of other people's feelings. Mostly me. There's other times where, well, depends on how they say feel inclined. I suppose if you say feel inclined is exactly me, but as I am quite introverted, so I probably don't do it as much as I perhaps should. But yeah, I'll just leave it as is. So,
yeah, you're not an Enneagram 2.
Yeah. I haven't by tri-type, but it's last. Experience a premonition to foresee the distant future. Exactly me.
Ooh, details.
Oh, you don't do this? I mean, this is normal for me. This is... Well, to be honest, a lot of my premonitions are just crap. It's not... I don't mean crap as in the wrong, I mean crap as in pointless. Things like, you'll think of an episode of a TV show or an episode of The Simpsons you haven't seen in ages, then later on that day you'll walk in and someone and they're watching the exact scene from that exact episode. Things like that.
Wow.
That happens a lot to me. It's freaky, it's psychic. I know it's amazing, but it's also useless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm always thinking of the future as well and seeing how things will go. Sometimes years ahead as far as thinking the future goes, but yeah.
Perhaps you should get into gambling.
No, I've tried that. It's not. I really feel I've always wanted to intuit the lottery or something like that. I really wish my intuition was like that. It's really annoying that it's not. It's kind of like God gives you this gift, but He's got this little handicap in there that this will work fine in all these situations, but not for gambling, sir. No, just to screw you with you. Ugh. Notice whether the details in front of you match what you're accustomed to. Do you have any examples of that? Or
what this is a just so the people know who are watching this, like, because we are sort of commenting on which functions this is. What is this is the sort of thing that guardians do. They sort of go, oh, that's not how it should be. That's not what I'm used to. It should be like this. It should be like that. Accustomed to. They like to be accustomed to things. The question is, but you see, the SI function can be quite strong in INFJs because the role function can be quite strong, especially as people get older. They get better at the role function.
Yeah, it's.
So do you notice when things are out of place?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean, it's like if it's something that,
or something that you're accustomed to.
If it's anything particular, yeah. If it's mine, if it's something part of my life, if it's something in someone else's world, perhaps maybe say somewhat me.
Yeah.
It's somewhere between somewhat me and mostly me, but say somewhat me. Okay, be guided by definition, logical deduction, or other nugget of reasoning. Somewhat me. Like, I mean, that's. Yeah, depends how you stretch the definitions, but alright. Feel strongly that something is good or bad. See, I would say yes, but I would also want to consider other points of view. So it's and explore things and I've learned to temper this. I'll say mostly me because it is something I feel, but then I'll consider other things after it.
Now, I think that INFPs would probably click exactly me on that one.
It also depends how you define good and bad. I mean, it could be good and bad in a moral sense, or it could be good and bad in a like and dislike sense, or whatever. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that's an FI question.
Yeah. Compassionately take on someone else's needs as your own.
Because I've got the book, I know what each of these questions, which function it refers to.
I can figure it out quite easy. I can figure it out. It's definitely AV. It's just a question of this is something there's something you're inclined to do or always do, or
yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? Because like the other one is about inclination, feel inclined, and then this one is actually doing it.
Yeah,
take on.
Could you scroll to the very top for a second just to see the introduction to this? Like after higher, yeah. Okay. Indicate how often you do skillfully what the phrase describes. Use dictionary definition to overall meaning most comfortable to you. Don't understand the phrase. Based on your responses, you'll get a cognitive development profile of the best. So, yeah, it's a bit purposely vague to see what the person feels. Interesting. Okay. So
that was interesting. If you don't understand the phrase, then
mark
it's not me.
Yeah. Compassionately take on someone else's needs. Mostly me. We'll say mostly me. Yeah, I can definitely.
Do you want to give some examples of that?
Oh, just if I'm in a room or something and someone needs something, I'll pick it up quite easily and just I can do it for them or help them with it. Like, I can usually feel people's emotions. There's sometimes quite intensely if I really put myself in that. If I really use my imagination, I can really go deep. But usually it's kind of intense but shallow at the same time. It's like I can feel it intensely, but when I leave, it goes away. Unless I go deep.
You see, I interpret that as like almost going into like an Enneagram 2 like mode.
That's what do on some. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not sure if I would freeze it that way, like as my own. It just seems like.
Yeah,
It's more like I'm putting them first, not even thinking of myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's basically what we want to know is how much do you put other people for them is the question. But he's trying to word it in a way that people don't, because we know that FE is about other people.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Number 10.
Construct an argument to convince someone using evidence clearly in front of you both. Somewhat me.
Right.
I mean, I'd be more inclined to do that if I think that's what will convince the person in order to try and. Something I'll try and adapt, something I'll try and.
I wonder what function 11 is.
Yeah. Achieving metamorphosis, definitive insight, or powerful vision of change. Well, that's pretty normal. Exactly me. A metamorphosis? What does it mean by metamorphosis, though?
Change.
Oh,
you know, like a caterpillar goes into a butterfly.
Oh, yeah, but thing is, since I do it all the time, don't really notice. It's like, is it? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying it's the NFJs more than the NTJs that do the metamorphosis, because it's like that's about self-change, self-improvement.
Oh, okay.
Whereas the other two are more NTJ, I think.
Yeah. It's just the phrasing that's peculiar.
Yeah, that's the thing. The book is written in a very NF way with like management speak in it, so I actually prefer the way Neuroscience of Personality is written in a simpler way. People criticize it for being too. I don't know if you've read Neuroscience of Personality.
I have it. Yes, I read it the other day actually, all the way through.
Oh, what do you think?
It's quite interesting. It's one of those things I need to reread again to burn in my memory, I think. But it is interesting. It's also, I would probably want to look up proper regular neuroscience books before taking another look at it.
Oh yeah, but even like all the lobes, if you look on Wikipedia,
yeah,
like occipital lobe, vision, temporal lobe, sound, it's all consistent with those lobes.
Well, yes, and I know that. It's just because my weak point is extroverted thinking, I've learned to be extra careful in these areas. Yeah. So it's more of...
Well, and we can let people know that when they buy the book, there's a whole bibliography at the back of stuff that it's based on.
Oh, I missed that. I should check that out. But I think, if memory serves, the lobes were about, or the way he's organised it is more about the type of scanner he's using. Like if he uses different types of scanners, he's got 16 regions in the brain, but if he used different types of scanners, he'd have like 20 odd or 30 odd or 100 odd.
Well, now he's got...
narrow it down even further.
Yeah, well, now he's got better scanners. He's got like 32 areas, and the next book will be more. But you see, all the patterns are consistent.
Yeah.
You see, they're consistent amongst the types, and they're consistent with other research. And they're also actually consistent with something that he didn't know about, which is socionics. So, for instance, all the insights in socionics about where you can see the brake function and all these other things
See, I'm thinking to things like I'm imagining what if I was talking to someone who knows about neuroscience about this, but introducing into the subject. I would like to be prepared, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's how my
The
mind
best thing,
works.
I mean, as Dario says, you can talk about it even without using Jungian functions, because the actual processes that he has in the brain maps in those areas are backed up by the proper science. The actual MBTI is just a way of seeing the patterns there, and those patterns definitely exist between the cognitive functions and the cognitive processes.
Yeah, I'm just considering all the possible arguments that may occur in the future, and I'm not prepared for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more for me, I think.
Right.
Defensively. Compare an experience against a storehouse of familiar experiences to find what's reliable.
Another SI question. Oh yeah, just saying, you could ask Dario questions in the Hangout on the 28th. It's Sunday, 4 p.m. for us. 28th, Sunday 28th.
I may or may not be there. It depends, because that'll be around about the time my mother's birthday, so we might be doing something then. So we'll see. I would like to be. I would like to be there, but I cannot promise it.
Right. Okay. I could ask some questions on your behalf if you have any like super duper questions. Right.
If I think of any, I will tell you. But
okay.
Very well. You say SI, but it could be other things. I mean, I would say NI is like deep SI.
But if you like that, it's got the purpose in there to find what's reliable. So the purpose of looking at it against a storehouse of familiar things is to find what's reliable, and that's what guardians do.
Well, reliable.
They're looking for.
Well, I mean, that reliable could mean different things, though. Like, well, exactly. If I'm trying to understand it, that would be reliable. Let's say, you know what I'm going to say mostly. Well, somewhat me. Say somewhat me again. Stick to that. Safe option, but this is.
I mean, it can be other types, but generally that's consistent with Guardian.
My first thought was actually FI for that one. Full enough, oddly enough, like internal emotional experience. That was just my first thought. Probably totally off base, but anyway, remain in touch with what you want for yourself, what motivates you, and what is good.
Which function do you think that is?
FI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I remain in touch, but I also forget it. It's like, I'll find myself remembering, then forgetting, then remembering, then forgetting, and as things come up. Or, how do I word this? I get distracted by other things. Let's put it that way, and other people's things, or just other things in general, other ideas. Or how about this? I will remain in touch with it, but I won't necessarily have as much motivation as I'd like. So it's the difference between knowing and acting. So somewhat me. I've seen somewhat and mostly, but somewhat, let's say. Apply leverage to a situation to solve a problem impersonally using minimal effort.
Right, I'll explain this. This is in the TI section. This is basically about using a theory. So, for instance, you do that though when you think, oh, I'll use the lens of Enneagram to understand this situation, or I'll use the lens of MBTI or socionics, and so you're using a theory to gain leverage. So the theory is like the crowbar or the lever, and they're using to
It could also be FE though. Like if I realised that a problem could be solved just by saying the right thing or wording things a certain way with minimal. Like that's a difference with me and FI types. Like I'll notice that they'll get into big arguments over things that I could.
Yeah,
I think I would solve if I just change the wording or whatever.
And of course, FE and TI work together because that's in
Yeah.
Dario's book about the tandem use of those functions. But it says impersonally, to solve a problem impersonally.
Well, in a way, if I step back from a situation, it would still be the same, wouldn't it? Like if I step back and I realise, okay, this is what you have to say or do, so I can do both. Just somewhat me, say somewhat me. Again, like I said, there's a lot of somewhat me's.
That's fine.
This whole thing is somewhat me. Enjoy the thrill of action and physical experience in the present moment. Yes, but yeah, I enjoy it. But
keyword.
Yeah, the keyword is enjoy it.
Rather than do it all the while.
Well, since the keyword is enjoy, we'll say mostly me. That's the keyword.
Yep.
Yeah. Enjoy playing with random interconnections and patterns. Exactly me.
Ooh.
Well,
yeah, this is interesting.
The word would be random though, wouldn't it?
You see, that's a pejorative term in terms. It's not random to the person. It's only random to everybody else.
Well, yeah, well,
because that's what Dario says. It says that the NE types. It says that it's the non-NE types that see it as random when you're doing the transcontextual thinking.
Yeah.
So you enjoy playing with the interconnections and patterns? Just forget about the word random. Do you enjoy playing with interconnections and patterns?
It's my default state, basically. So if I'm left alone with absolutely nothing, I'll just drift into that. So exactly me.
Right. So that fits the theory of Model G, where NE is the control function, and you're thinking about it a lot. So how much longer have we got left?
Oh, plenty of time.
Okay, because I'm very interested in this. If you talk a bit how you think you use NE, and how that differs from like NE types.
Well, obviously one of the big things with NE types, which everyone who watches your channel knows, is that if you have two or more NPs talking together, they will go off topic a lot. They will just get. But we've done that a little bit. But with me, I'm actually do that when I'm alone. I've noticed that, like, when I get really lost in thought, I'll try and focus on one thing, but then my mind will drift to this other topic and this other topic and this other topic. But when I'm actually sitting down and talking to someone, then I'm more focused. Or if I'm sticking to, if I've got a topic to focus on, then I can be more direct.
Now,
Left on devices.
Are you focused? Do you think you're focused on it because you're considering the other person rather than what you want to do?
What I want to do is consider the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
You know what I mean? So it might be a situation was,
it's not.
Change the subject might be selfish, but I want to stay on topic to the other person because my focus is on the other person. Rather than going in an interesting direction.
Well, I wouldn't say I can't steer it in an interesting direction if I think that's there, or the right direction. It's not necessarily what the other person wants. It's what the other person needs. And all the people who hate INFJs just want to strangle me. I will confess. It's also, it's not necessarily, as far as that NE example I gave, it's not necessarily that I want to do it, it's just what happens. All the time I get annoyed with myself for going off topic because I'm trying to stay on something, but my mind keeps drifting to something else.
In Dr. G's model of the INFJ, it's like they're thinking about these NE things all the while, but they never act on these possibilities, and they might tell other people to do things. Hey, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this, but the INFJ themselves doesn't act on those possibilities.
Well, in those cases, if I tell people they could do this or that, I think I really am just offering genuine possibilities or just exploring options. It's not, the reason I'm not acting on it is because I don't see it applying to me or whatever. But it's not like I'm just throwing this option there, but secretly I'm planning something else. It's not manipulative or anything. And a lot of the time, I will see I see patterns before possibilities. It's like I can see the possibilities, but they're kind of like around me, and what I'm focusing on is what's likely to happen, probability.
What do you think would happen if you followed all more possibilities? Would it just lead to too many distractions?
Yes, it would be it gets to be a bit of a waste of time. But it's not always an unwelcome distraction, because sometimes, it can get a bit boring or dull to stick to the patterns. Or sometimes, I think there's more to this than what I'm seeing, but I think I'll still keep the pattern in mind, even whether I want to or not.
So, so do you think maybe the NI sort of like, or I want to keep in this direction, I don't really want to go in there because I'd be spreading myself too thin. I want to sort of keep on this track.
It's not
get too distracted.
It's not even want. It's if you say that NE is possibilities, NI is probabilities. NE is what's likely to happen, or the way things are likely to go, or what works best. Like it's almost like a fact. You just can't explain it. At times.
Right. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So,
anyway,
NI probabilities, NE possibilities.
Yes.
And NI sort of focused on the most probable thing.
Yes.
Rather than the most interesting.
Yeah. Yes, and it's subjectively probable, so it's possible that it gets wrong sometimes, or even it can even be that it's right, but I don't recognize it. It's almost like a suggestion, and sometimes it's a really strong suggestion, and it's up to me to listen or not. But you understand, sort of.
Yeah, we see what happened. While you were explaining that, I was looking at the next question and thinking, boy, that sounds FE.
Okay, let's see the next question. Recognize and usually adhere to shared values, feelings, and social norms to get along. Mostly me, yes. I will. I mean, depends on what the shared values are, and that. And sometimes I think if I can get away with it, or like if I like being melodramatic and all weird at times, and that can annoy some people. But I'll definitely be aware of what the other values are, and I can usually get along with people.
You see, when it says they're shared values, that sort of assumes that the person shares those values.
Yeah.
In the first place.
If I'm in a situation where I'm with people whose values I do not share, I probably won't.
Yeah.
I probably won't just stand out from the crowd and say no, wrong. I'll probably just quietly go along with it because it seems pretty pointless to do, because I'll predict how that's likely to go. I'm not going to wander into a white power meeting and say, you know what, black people are fine. Because I will kind of imagine how that will end for me. I'll always go, okay, where's the door? Excuse me.
So so it'd almost be like an NF in an NF meeting, but the NF would be like National Front.
Well,
that's what the BNP used to call themselves, the National Front.
I think the National Front was a separate thing, but I'm rather more disturbed that your first thought of NF is BNP and National Front. So
It wasn't.
Okay, I understand. National Front, NF, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were thinking, NFs are Nazis for a moment.
No.
I understand now. Yes, I get.
It's just a silly wordplay.
Yes. Now I understand. Yes, it's what's an NF in an NF meeting. Yeah. Yeah. And I would go for I would quietly leave. I don't know if another, maybe an INFP maybe a certain type of INFP would raise hell. But
I think ISFP would be like,
ISFP might raise hell. INFP might be more suited.
Yeah.
INFG would take one look at this, and actually I might try and quietly convince them. I heard a story in America. There was a black man who was actually friends with members of the local Ku Klux Klan chapter, and he gradually convinced them one after the other to see the error of their ways, and eventually the chapter closed down because he talked them all out of it. So he may have been an INFJ.
And also, people need to realise is that the Ku Klux Klan were based on Southern Democrats, which is why you had Senator Byrd in the Democrat Party was a member of the Ku Klux Klan, because all those states in the South that were segregationist were Democrat states, because the Republican Party was the party of Lincoln, the abolitionist party.
Yes, but later on the people who voted Republicans switched to Democrats, and the Democrats switched to Republicans because
but then the Republicans
as the parties changed.
But they might have changed, but you never had Republican states enacting segregation laws.
Well, yes, the point is that the people who are voted Republican now would have voted Democrats back then. So, anyway, let's not go into a political debate.
No, that's for a video in future with Wojtek once he's back on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Right. Conceive of a comprehensive plan to maximize progress toward multiple goals at once.
It sounds quite TENI or NITE, but
yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, it does depend on the goals and what you're talking about. Like if it's interpersonal or something, or nothing too technical, or something less technical and more humanities or something, I'd probably do this. I could never conceive of a comprehensive plan, whether I would do it or not is another thing.
So he's used the word "to" there as like this is the purpose of it, to maximize progress. So the motivation is maximizing progress.
Say somewhat me, because we know what it's about, but
yeah, I mean, like for instance, in your writing projects, you might have more than one writing project.
Yeah, anyway, freely enjoy doing what you want for your own personal happiness. Who doesn't? Most people, I imagine, would. That's not. Obviously, that's more of a SP question, but really, it's more a question of what you would.
If I were doing this, I would put a few odd joke questions in. I would have like 5 joke questions in.
Yeah, say mostly me. Say mostly me because I really enjoy doing it. Just when I'm doing it, mostly me.
Mostly me. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, though, if you did put joke questions in, people wouldn't realise it was a joke, and then they'd say, "What a stupid test asking questions like this."
Yeah. Concisely reference multiple frameworks at once for problem solving. Mostly.
So let me just check that I got that right, because mostly me for number 19.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is TI question number 20. It's a very INTP-ish question.
But once again, it depends on the topic, because if you consider something like typing someone, for example,
yes,
I would definitely do that. And I don't like being stuck in any one framework if another one works. So mostly me. I get what he's trying to say, but I'm really kind of picking and choosing depending on what I feel like some of these questions. I understand what he's trying to say, but I understand how it can be interpreted.
And that matches INFJ being a left spinning type and having what is modelled as TI minus. Logic of fractal structure, yeah.
Get a profound realization from a mystical state of sudden release of emotions. Well, that's perfectly normal. Exactly me.
Yeah, because of the way he defined these NI questions, I ended up with unused for NI because I objected to the way that it was defined because it was too mystical. But when I did it in the actual book, I actually got a higher score for NI.
Yeah. I just like the sound of that phrase, actually. It just gains a profound realization of a mystical state or sudden release of emotions. That alone just makes me feel that way. Just reading it makes me go,
Yeah, very very.
Anyway, focus. Goosebumps. Follow steps to ensure tasks are predictable, completed correctly. Somewhat me. I'm guessing that's more SI or TE, but somewhat me.
Yeah.
It's not all the time. I will not even look at the book. Or.
So are you sure? I mean, is that honest? Somewhat me. Or should it be less?
It's honest enough. Like I'll do this sometimes. It depends.
Right.
So many ways. Engage life's magical moments in meaningless coincidences as they happen. Meaningful coincidences as they happen. What is that? What do you think he means by engage?
I think this is the question of act upon. You're like Captain Picard. Engage. So this is the thing when we're talking about, with NE. This actually is a question about NE, and the question is like you were saying. You think about things, but you don't necessarily engage. Whereas ENTP and ENFP, they will engage those magical moments.
Yeah, but other times won't even notice them. And that's the difference. I will definitely notice them. Just, so we'll say somewhat me, but lean toward mostly.
Somewhat me.
Yeah.
And you actually engage the magical moments.
Sometimes, but not often enough. But like I said, it would really. Sometimes I'm just answering these questions like as a toss up in my head. It's not too important. Quickly move to take advantage of immediate options for action. A little me.
The first time we have one below somewhat me, I think.
Well, if I'm being honest, it would be somewhat me because anything is somewhat me. But quickly move to take advantage of immediate.
Wait. So if you said if you're being honest, it's somewhat me.
If I'm being honest, all of them are somewhat me because
Oh right.
But
yeah, but little me is still somewhat me though.
Exactly.
It's still part of you.
Yes, Dario, you should fix this. Always remain true to what you want for yourself or others. Mostly me.
It shows how Fi can be quite strong in the INFJ.
That's Fe and Fi, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean they work together. Yeah.
Yeah. Analyze and critique what doesn't fit a well-defined principle. That would depend. If I get really into an argument or something, or I could really engage in a topic, then yes, definitely. At least in my head, but. Do you have any examples of that? What does that make you think of?
Well, it makes me think of TI. Now, I would think that because you're an Enneagram 1, then that would be high for you, because that would be consistent with Enneagram 1.
Yeah, because I would say I value objectivity a lot. I don't always necessarily act on it. Again, as usual, I don't always engage with things, but it's definitely.
I mean, internally,
the more important something is, the more I will definitely want this done.
I mean, you might not necessarily mention it to the other person, but you definitely
thinking it,
analyze and critique it internally.
Yes, same mostly me. Although what's well defined for me might be quite abstract for someone else. So. Yes, it's just review a lot of information over time to confirm what is customary or standard. Says SI.
Yep. Mind you, you do read, like, you maybe do some of that. I mean, you're a history pearl. I don't know how much you consume. But you see, it's two again. It's the purpose that it says to confirm what is customary or standard. So the purpose of it is to confirm it. Because the SJs want security.
Yeah, I don't know if I need confirmation. I could figure out what's customary or standard fairly quickly. Somewhat me, but I'll notice what's customary or standard, but I won't necessarily need too much information to figure that out. Feel attracted to symbolic, archetypal, or mysterious. Exactly me. Instantly read visible cues to see just how far you can go.
That very much fits Socionics SE. That does.
Yeah. Somewhat me.
Ooh.
I have a naughty streak that I don't let out. But I will notice.
Oh, what about that one, number 30? I wonder what function that is.
Keep following tangents and new ideas without limiting yourself to any.
Yeah.
Somewhat me, but again, it's more from one my one I'll do that, but.
Exactly. I mean, you don't want to tangent, so you can, like, you should be going off track.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing that on occasion, and I know it's valuable at times, especially to get a more complete picture, but.
So maybe mentally you'll do it, but so for instance, you can so as you said, you can when you're on your own, you can sort of mentally wander, and
whether I want to or not, though, it's not
right. But when it comes to enacting it, you're not going to sort of like go into an area of like, oh, I'm going to do this thing and then change and do.
Well, not for the sake of it. I might do it for a more complete picture or. Get a fresh perspective, but it's all part of the purpose. There's a purpose to it.
So it's like the difference between something being thinking about something a lot and then acting on it. Whereas before when we said about the one that says engage in life's magical moments and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
That's more like the ENTP and ENFP actually acting on their NE and being dragged by their intuition into doing these different things. I
also suspect this is to do with me being a 1-wing 9 specifically, because I know that, for example, a 1-wing 2 will be much more action oriented and much more likely to do stuff. 1-wing 9 can be quite withdrawn and reflective and philosophical.
Right.
So, and maybe other INFJs who are different Enneatypes might be more engaging than I. a more active life than I. Anyway.
You look for that wistfully. You want that.
Yes. I just like being melodramatic at times, though. Follow us.
You know, the way you're looking up like that is as if you could have like a thought bubble, like inserted right there.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, insert thought bubble.
Well,
Image inside thought bubble.
yes, it would be an image. It wouldn't be a phrase. It'd be a wistful dream.
Yeah.
Rainbows and mountains and forests and fields.
No women?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Follow a straight line of reasoning. I follow it backwards. I mean, like I think I said before, I usually come to the conclusion. All the time I come to the conclusion first, so... No, it's more of a... It makes sense eventually. I'm talking little me and somewhat me again. I'll say somewhat. Sorry?
Are you sure? Generally, do you jump straight to the conclusion, or do you go through all of the steps? If you jump into a conclusion, then you're not following a straight line of reasoning.
Okay, we'll say little me then. Say little me. Yeah. I mean, whenever I think of jumping to conclusions, I think of it like a maze. As I said before, it's like, yeah, they'll follow the really topsy-turvy path. And then thinks, oh, that's how I got there. Help make people feel comfortable by engaging in hosting and caretaking.
Yeah, this is really to see if someone's like an FE Dom or something.
Yeah. I'll say mostly me. I'm not in that situation as much as some people, but when I am, I can. Well, if I'm in a situation, yes. I have so many thoughts now. Okay, layout methods for others to complete tasks in time in resource efficient ways. And time and resource efficient ways, sorry.
Sounds very ENTJ.
Yeah, layout methods for others to complete. Yeah, little me. I very much do stuff on my own, or I'll just tell you, here's what you need to do, and whatever. I won't.
Because that includes the interaction.
I won't explain step by step.
Right. So because Dario is very much connected with Linda Berens, and she has like the interaction style, that is like the in-charge interaction style of the ENTJ and ESTJ.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
To others to complete.
Rather communicate personally to all members of a group to feel unity. Oh, little me. Well.
Yeah, that's more like ESFJ.
Yeah, ESFJ, ENFJ. Fine-tune a definition or concept to support a theory, perspective, or framework. Somewhat me.
Yeah, that's an INTP type question.
Definitely. I mean, I can see myself trying that, but then going, why? I'll start it, but mentally I'll start it, but mentally I won't finish it, probably. Depends. Evaluate what is worth believing in and most important to who you really are inside. Mostly me. Mostly me.
Okay.
Mm.
Again, that's an FI question.
Yeah, you hesitated.
I was thinking about the grammar.
Yes.
I was thinking about the grammar of that question.
Yeah. See, there's the thing again. I will do that, but it's not like I'll refuse to. if it comes to something like compromising these beliefs, you'd be surprised what you can achieve by compromising. It's like you'd be surprised how you can compromise with your compromising between that. You don't know when yourself to give them up. Like, I'm getting really sophisticated. I can find all sorts of loopholes to things if when it comes to.
I see. That's good. Yeah, I see.
Weave into the current dynamics of a situation, aspects of other random contexts. Somewhat me. Sounds any again.
Right. Somewhat me for 37, right? Okay.
Yeah. Spur action and pull off results simply by making your presence felt. I feel like I would fantasize doing that. I'm sure I could do it if I,
Yeah, but you see, the thing is though, if an ESTJ, if like an ESTP did do that, I mean, half the time, people were thinking, "Who is this wanker throwing his weight around?"
Yeah, I mean, it says pull off results, not necessarily the best results or whatever.
Yeah,
I can be invisible sometimes, but I know how to. I definitely know how to work, how to take over my presence in the right situation. I usually don't.
I mean, like in sport,
or I'm delusional.
I mean, like in sport, you can only do that if like you're a really good player that's respected by the others, and you're like leading by example. Then you can spur action.
I like to think I'm the guy who usually doesn't do that, but when he wants to, when he needs to, like. Ooh.
So which one do you want me to click? Not me, little me.
Oh, let's say little me. But little me leaning to somewhat me, but the little me is powerful in my mind. Transform yourself by focusing inward in a specific way you foresee you will need to be. It's something I'm constantly thinking of and planning for, but how much progress am I making?
Well, if you think about it, I mean, your interest in Enneagram, it's not just understanding other people. You're looking at trying to understand yourself.
Yeah, but there's other ways. Like, and it's more like I know what to do, but like exercise and getting in shape. That's what makes me think of as well. I've got ideas like that. It's like I want to do it. I should be doing it. I know how to do it. I just can't seem to get off my bum.
What if you get a sport like, say, doing martial art like Krav Maga?
I've actually done martial arts before and enjoyed it, but I've actually got certain physical limitations because I was born with club feet, and at the time they used surgery to correct them, so my feet are actually quite small, and I've got some stitches there. Right. So they mostly work fine, but there's certain limits with that, and I've also got things where I can't raise my arms all the way up, like kind of locked. A little things that get in the way of that.
We see Krav Maga is more. I used to do taekwondo, and you had to have a lot of flexibility. I didn't have really have flexibility in my legs. But something like Krav Maga, because it's designed for like everyone that goes into the Israeli Defense Force, including men and women, it's much more practical and less fancy.
Well, I think it's just the time, because there is a Krav Maga in Glasgow or two, and I've thought about. I've looked at them. There's other martial arts I've looked at doing, but I don't really have the time during the day. So, somewhat me. We'll say somewhat me, because if I had the time and opportunity, definitely it'd be much more. I'm planning for it more than doing it, but it's vague enough. Questions.
Right. So, somewhat me for 39.
Yes.
Right.
40. Fulfill the same regular work activity every day at a comfortable pace. Somewhat me. Like, yeah.
Some people will sort of do that because they have to.
I'm one of those people who does it because they have to.
Pardon?
I'm probably one of those people who does it because they have to. Like, merge and feel intimate oneness with other people.
So I would have put for number 40, like to do the same regular.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like it. What's that like?
You know what I mean? Like, because if you were trying to differentiate who was a guardian, I would put likes to do the same regular work every day at a comfortable pace.
Well, even if you're an SJ, I'm not sure how much they would always like it. Like sometimes they want variety. It depends on the job they're doing and stuff. If they don't like their job, then obviously it won't matter.
Yep.
Merge and feel intimate one with other people. See, I can definitely do this, but I would say actually, in some respects, I introvert myself a lot to avoid this because I can be quite. Sometimes I can be quite going quite out there and go a bit too far overboard. Other times I feel a strange distance. For the right person, then absolutely. But so,
I think this is an FE question. So I remember this question being in the FE chapter. It's almost like your needs become somebody else's needs, and you sort of give yourself over to the group.
Well, that would be more someone else's needs become my needs, not my needs become someone else's needs.
Well, it all becomes one.
Yeah.
It all becomes a pretty much group think.
No, I don't like. I avoid. Say somewhat me. Because I don't like groupthink that much. Stick to making decisions.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I've categorized it the wrong way, but you know what I mean. Like an emotional oneness.
There's so many ways to consider that question.
I think I shouldn't really have said groupthink because that gives it a negative connotation.
Yeah. Well, move on anyway.
Okay. 42. There's not that many left.
Stick to making decisions based on personal measures such as points earned.
I'll tell you where I think this question comes from.
Yeah.
Dario had students coming up to him wanting to get extra credit because they were pally with him, and he was saying, "No, you're going to get the points that you deserve."
And personal measures.
And he actually mentioned that publicly, so I think he mentioned that in the interview. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I quite like earning points. I mean, I'm not going if it's proper, but it's not usually my or raison d'etre. A little me.
A little me for stick to making decisions.
Well, in personal measures such as points earned with.
In other words, be an incorruptible judge.
Oh.
Will you play favourites?
Well, the way it says points earned, though, that's a strange thing. That sounds much more self-centered to me.
Well, I think what it is Dario thinking about marking because he's like lectures. It's like marking the students on the work they've actually done, and so the points they've earned from their answers, rather than what his personal feelings are towards each person.
See, as far as that goes, as far as when I was doing assignments, a lot of them I would just follow my intuition and just let things pour out and hope for the best, because I could freeze when I worry about that thing. Okay, I would say somewhat be just the neutral answer, because
you know what I mean. Say you were in the position, would you think that you would be impersonal and mark the work as it was, or would you be inclined to give certain students higher marks than others because you like them?
I wouldn't do it because I like them, I don't think, but I don't know if I would see it impersonal either. For me, it's impersonal and personal at the same time. There's a very I would be judging them how I see. This is why I wouldn't want to be a teacher, because I'd be terrified of accidentally being biased for some reason. Not necessarily because I like them, but because I would understand them or whatever.
It's also there. I mean, maybe I should come up with a better examples. Like maybe sort of like choosing to interact with someone who you get on better with, rather than someone who is more capable, but you don't get on as well with. So it's almost like an FE versus TE question.
I would definitely choose someone who I get on better with rather than someone who's capable as far as interacting with them goes. But if it was coming down to performing a task, and they're a bit more torn, I mean, I might want to just say somewhat me, because I get lost in this question.
Yeah.
Continually examine if choices harmonise with important beliefs. Mostly me.
Yeah, an FI one again. Yeah.
Take apart something
This is one for the ISTPers.
take apart something to figure out the principles in which it works. Well, yes, but could be abstract principles. Could be if you're thinking the abstract way and the ideas way, then I'll say mostly me. I'll say mostly me actually.
Okay.
Push your mental limits to complete an array of innovative achievements. Do you have any examples of that, or?
I think this is Dario maybe being a little bit
INTJ.
A little bit well, let's just say romanticizing NI.
It goes back to the engaging thing. I mean, yeah, I will push my mental limits, but a lot of the achievements will be mental as well. If I'm being honest, this is my weak spot. Starting stuff.
That's probably is how INTJs see themselves.
Yeah. Somewhat me.
Okay.
Probably the discrepancies between how things are and the way they have always been. I'll notice them, but will I point them out? Somewhat me. Trust what emerges from brainstorming. I don't brainstorm that much at all.
Now, you see, I actually had to research this to find out what exactly they meant, because there's two definitions of brainstorming. And so what I put was, because if they mean like actually discussing it with people, then no. So I put here drawing mind maps on own, not in a group, because brainstorming can also mean, drawing those mind maps.
I don't do that. Oh, I don't do that. It's again, the problem is not what emerges from brainstorming. The problem is I just don't think I brainstorm that much in the first place. It's not that I wouldn't.
Right.
It's not necessarily I don't trust what comes from brainstorming. Or if I brainstorm, it's all internal.
Right.
Since it says trust, we'll say somewhat me, because...
Yeah, that's the key word there, trust.
Yeah.
I think NI people who maybe are strong at NE wouldn't trust the brainstorming.
Easily get in sync physically with people and things around you. Physically.
Yeah, this is probably one for the ESFPs. And the SE types.
Yeah, I would probably just sit in a corner. So, little me.
Little me, right.
Okay.
Any comments?
No. No, I can't think of any comments.
Right. Male. Age.
29. This is the big one, the big year, 30. Oh.
What, MBTI type code?
INFJ.
Where is it? ENFJ, INFJ. How did you decide your type code?
What are the options? I can't see.
MBTI only. Other typed instruments. Verification through study.
I can't see the options. It's strange. Right.
Oh yes, it's because of the way it's shared. Oh, I can't see it. You can't see it.
I can see it in my link. So
Right, okay.
Verification through study.
Yep.
The proper
No
way.
ID. Okay, now we're going to submit.
Yes. I've had these results before, but I know that.
Okay.
Please press your browser's back button and enter all the demographic. Should we did that?
Oh,
don't tell me.
it's still got the answer.
Okay.
ID. Oh, the website that brought you it. Follow my website. YouTube.
Sure. Next to the burns over.
Right, here we go. Right.
Okay.
Oh no, you've not got a type.
Well, so you scroll down.
Oh, there it is. Oh, INFJ!
Yeah! What? Oh, yeah! I thought if it's not an ENFG or INFP, it'll be, yeah.
Right, now what I'm going to do is
This is a good test.
I'm gonna grab this for you. These results.
Well, I've already had them. You can do if you want.
Yeah, but I will.
Okay.
I could show them to people in future. Because
Right.
now they're on the internet anyway.
My introverted feeling score is higher than my extroverted feeling score. Interesting. Introverted says he gets higher than extroverted sensing. NE is the highest, but NI is the highest, but NE is quite high.
Yep.
So, yeah, my strongest ones are all the N's and the F's. So it's...
Right, there's some other things I'll save as well. So I'm just going to do this bit.
TE is the weakest.
Yeah, that's consistent with TE Polar.
Yeah.
Dario Nardi. Right, because you can't see the window that's popped up at the moment. It's where I'm saving things. Right, this is keys to cognition test. I'm going to put you. These are your results. Jonathan. Surname. Results on today's date. What is it? The 13th.
Oh, have you ever seen Ghostbusters 2?
Pardon?
Have you ever seen Ghostbusters 2?
Oh, I like Ghostbusters 2 more than Ghostbusters 1. It has a better plot.
Well, it's just in Ghostbusters 2 when Peter's doing the psychic thing. He asks the woman when the end of the world is going to be, and it's going to be February 14th, 2016.
Wow.
Tomorrow. The end of the world is tomorrow.
And the way he adjusts the questions because he fancies her.
No, it's because he thinks he's crazy. Or no, actually, no, he realizes that she's making this story up to cover up an affair she had.
Was that in the first one? Or was it in the first one?
You're thinking of the first one with the...
Yeah.
That's this question. I'll talk about when he's the game show host.
Yes. I got you. But I also, when you look at Ghostbusters, you notice how old Bill Murray already was when he did those films.
How old was he? 40s?
Well, he looked like he was in his 40s based on his...
Maybe just aged.
Yeah.
I think it maybe
he is such... He comes across as such an ENTP in that film.
Yeah. We've had a debate with that in one of the groups what type he was. Couldn't decide an ESTP, ENTP, or ENFP. You see some of the... We saw a video of an interview he gave and he was quite mystical. A bit out there. Ooh. But others... I've actually seen people tell him as INTP, oddly enough. Insist he was an INTP.
Ooh. No.
Probably an ENTP or something, or ENP.
Yeah, I mean, most comedians most comedians that I find funny are ENTPs. because you can notice the different types of humour, and you probably noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can notice any humour.
Hmm.
Right. So yeah. All right. So your top temperament was Catalyst, NF, then NT, then SP, and Stabilizer was last.
Huh.
So that's Linda Burns' trademarked terms for
NFNT.
Yep.
SP. Yes. SJ.
Right. Right, there you go. And I'm going to put that in there as saving that as part 2. Right, I think we've got all the key information. We've got your scores, 16 patterns. We already know that. Right. Oh, is it stuck? It might have stuck. It doesn't move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that window moves. But anyway, we've got all the key information. In fact, you've stopped moving.
Have
I
I?
have to stop.
Can't see me moving?
Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm just going to close the browser,
No.
like that window, and then I'll...
get it.
Oh dear, oh dear. Now I'm going to wait longer. It says
Okay.
terminate application Chrome.
Well,
Right.
get it. Can we end the hangout? Because we've done everything, can't we?
Right, okay, yeah, we can end the hangout, see what happens. So,
So.
well, I clicked on stop, but it's not stopping yet.
Ooh, boy.
Right, here we go. I will try and close. Right, maybe I can close that little window. I'll just give it some time to. Right, then we might as well do some kind of talking. So, what did you think of the test overall?
Well, as I say, I've taken it before and I like it. It is a good test. And it's good that you can break down by the functions and
Yeah, because even then,
yeah,
because even then, when you get a result that doesn't quite match, then you can see why you got that result.
You can usually figure out your tightest and the strongest function or something.
But someone like Nicole, yes, she has extra SE, but that's because but that's because she's had an outdoorsy upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Very.
Right. I'm going to try and close. Oh, I'm not going to terminate the application. Wait longer. We've got these little windows here. I'll try and close those because they're part of the chat program. If I move that over there. Right. Stop sharing screen. What can be done? Right, let's have a look at System Monitor. Chrome. What can we do? Right.
Yeah, I'm actually subscribed to your channel, and this is the first time the picture is me. I'm just looking at the video of the raining tests. So, you're a very handsome man in your video.
What, me?
No, me.
Oh, right.
Just the pictures. Usually, in all the other videos I've done, and I've looked at the image that's been captured, it's usually someone else. This is the first time it's talked to me.
Well, the audience is about 2/3 male. So just
There's a bunch of very jealous people then, jealous of my good looks. And a third of them or whatever want me.
Right, okay. Here, right, let's see if I can close some of these things. Right.
Although I suppose if they're gay, that's not a problem. Can't help who's attracted to me.
Now let's see what happens. Right, we might lose this, we might not. Let's see what happens. Right, so I'm going to have to close the browser. And we'll have to see what happens. So we had a bit of a freeze up here. Here we go. So this is going to be it. So this might be goodbye.
Hello.
Right, folks, I'm back, and I'm just back to end it. Right, here we go. Bye-bye.